Good morning, everyone. It's Rick from Ozark Living Homestead. It's August the 10th, probably about 9 o'clock in the morning. And what you see in my hand here, I hope you can see it. I tried to set this thing up where I could film this. But it's, actually I don't know what you call it, to tell you the truth. But it's for administering worming medicine and stuff to the goats and cattle and stuff like that. Basically what this video is about today, it's basically the importance of keeping an eye out on your animals, paying attention to your animals and checking on your animals on a regular basis. I went out this morning to feed the puppy, and I noticed that one of my baby kid goats had runny diarrhea, and it was all down his backside. I mean, it was watery, and that's not a good sign. I immediately gave it some worming medicine. Actually, I didn't bring it out with me, but I've already given it to him. It's a Safeguard brand, and like the word says, Safeguard. It's not the best and most effective, but I checked the eyelids. The eyelids are real pink. So I'm not too worried about the worms so much as something else that could be going on. But I went on to give it to them as a preventative because it's very safe for young goats like that. Now what I'm going to do, because of the diarrhea, as most of you know, diarrhea is very dangerous for any kind of animal, and humans. I mean, it's something you just don't mess around with. Especially in animals as hot as it is out there, and they have plenty of shade and they have plenty of water to drink. But I'm going to give it some Pepto-Bismol. And I had actually talked to my feed guy about this before in the past, if this ever happened or anything like this ever happened. And this is an off-brand, generic brand from Dollar General. That was the closest place I could actually get to and get something, and it has the same exact ingredients, so it works fine. But he had told me to use this, and I mentioned ammonium AD, and he said no. He said that everything he's ever read on it, and the guy is pretty good at this, and I'm talking about the guy at the feed store, is there something in ammonium AD that will actually paralyze an animal's digestive tract, and they will die from it. So he said this is the safest, best thing that you can actually use. So I'm going to give it some can't even talk this morning, Pepto-Bismol. And then just to make sure it's got electrolytes and everything, just again as a generic off-brand, like a Pedialyte, but it's an Oreo electrolyte. He said you can use Gatorade or you can use this Pedialyte stuff. The Pedialyte stuff is a lot better. It has a lot more of the stuff in it than that they need or should have. So I'm going to give it some of this. And then if it's not better tomorrow, then I'm going to take it to a vet. But I'm going to keep a good eye on it. It's actually moving around pretty good. It struggled with me this morning to give that worming medicine. So it's got some energy and some fight left in it. But I want to get this diarrhea cleared up, and before it gets any worse or it turns into anything else. Because they can dehydrate very fast, and I noticed it's drinking a lot of water, so which is a good thing. And but anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get this done. I'm gonna try to get this film for you guys. I'm gonna do my best to get it done. I don't know if I can, and get it in the video. So, but I just thought I'd share this with you guys. And this is, again, I am learning this. This is all very new to me. I depend on my man at the feed store, and he does raise goats. He actually went to school for taking care of animals. I don't remember exactly what they called it. He has a degree in something where he takes care of animals and the feeding of them, the nutrition and all that stuff. So I really depend on him. And they raise alpine goats, milk goats, and they actually milk them. They sell them. They have a customer that buys all their milk. And they raise cattle, and they used to raise beef goats and So they've been in the business for a long time, and these are some of the things that they use and some of the things that they do, and it seems to work for them, so I don't have a problem trying them or using them. Again, you know, he's like he said, you know, if it doesn't clear up in a day, take it, you know, get to go to a vet, or you may lose it. And this here, as you can see, this is round. This actually goes down in the throat. And the reason you do this, and the way you'll do it, is you'll pull the plunger back on this and get how many cc's you want. And there's numbers on here for you guys that have never seen one of these. And what you do is you set that gauge for how fast you want that plunger to go down. In my case, I want it to go to 1. It's going to go real slow. And that way you're not just shoving it down in their throat and taking a chance of aspirating them. And of course you got to put it in the right position down their throat. And you'll see when I get to doing that. But you can set it to 5 and it actually will plunge it down real fast. Now if you had a big cow or something other, you know, that's the other thing. They're struggling to fight, and you want to go ahead and shove that, get that down in there fast. But for a very small goat, 1 is the lowest you can go. It will actually plunge it down real slow. But I'm not putting that much in them either, so, and that way I don't take a chance of aspirating it because it's struggling with me, and I don't stress it out too long, keeping it, holding on to it. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna cut it off from here, and I'll pick back up in a few minutes. All right, you just gotta get it down in the mouth. A little more. I got most of it in there. Hey guys, it's the second day now, August 11th. Since I noticed this kid buckling here had bad diarrhea, real bad diarrhea, and it's the second day now. As you guys saw in the video yesterday, I treated it. Well, I gave it worming medicine, and then I gave it Pepto-Bismol and Pedialyte to take care of the diarrhea, and to put some fluids back into it, and actually gave it 3 times a day. I've given it Pedialyte. I just gave it I gave some Pedialyte this morning, and I just gave it its second dose, but I gave it some more Pepto-Bismol because I wasn't able to see the stool until just a little while ago when I gave it the other dose there. But its diarrhea is pretty much cleared up. It's just real thick, pasty. So it's actually clearing up, and he actually looks better and looks fine. One thing I did find in there was a big clump of tapeworms, huge clump of tapeworms. So apparently he had an overdose of tapeworms in there, and I didn't know it. He wasn't showing any signs. He never did really grow big or fast, but he always kept good weight on, so I never thought or even worried about it. And in fact, they were due for a worming anyway, so it actually kind of happened at the same time. But anyway, again, you know, I thought this video is just, you know, to let you guys know, especially you guys that are new to this, like me, and I do. I look at my animals every morning. I watch them every morning. During the day, I come out and check on them. Probably a little more than what I need, and of course every night I come out and I check on them. I make sure they're all doing good. And he put up a good struggle this morning. His backside was really clean. Well, not clean, but it was all dried up, which means that the runniness has gone away. It's starting to clear up, and I'm sure a lot of that's the Pepto-Bismol. Again, I'll keep a very good close eye on him, and I'm sure, I talked to my feed man, and he said more than likely it was those tapeworms. He said that's one of the things you really don't notice unless they start dropping weight real bad, that it would be a tapeworm or something. But it seems like I got it, and that's what it was. And he said that could cause the diarrhea. And plus he was hitting a salt lick pretty hard for some reason, and then running back and forth to the water bucket. And my feed man said that would actually cause the diarrhea. Just drinking tons and tons of water, and he would do that if he keeps going to the salt lick. And there's a salt lick up on top of the thing. I actually took it away from him because I want him to stop hitting that salt lick so hard, and until he gets better, and then I'll put it back in. But and I noticed since he done that, he hasn't drank as much water, but he's still drinking water. But anyway, guys, I just want to do a little follow-up on this, and I'll do another follow-up in the next couple of days on his progress, but I think he's going to be all right. You know, this is just one of the things that you have to learn to deal with when you have animals like this on a homestead or way out in the country, a small hobby farm or anything like this. You got to know, try to learn what you're looking for and try to learn how to deal with them. You know, sometimes it's just out of your hand. You have to go to a vet, and not that I'm against going to a vet. If I have to go, I'll go. But I think he's going to be all right. All right, guys, I got a lot of work to get done, and so I'm going to get up there and get it done. And as always, guys, if you're new to the channel, and you like what you see, just go ahead and give us a big thumbs up and subscribe. And for all you guys that are already subscribed, you know, I really appreciate you guys, and give us a big thumbs up, and you guys have a great day.